For those of us in the market for a 5-seat compact crossover from a true legacy luxury automaker, well, it's hard to ignore the Mercedes-Benz GLC class. For years, it has been one of the brand's top-selling models, and with over 65,000 sold in the US alone last year, it's clearly popular with shoppers. You can shop for one yourself by clicking this link. And if you'd like to learn more about the 2023 GLC, well, stick around and subscribe to the CarGurus YouTube channel because we have plenty of details to go through. Now, the GLC is all new for 2023, although not the GLC Coupe. That one is actually a carryover this model year. It gets its update in 2024. Despite being all new, I have to say that this GLC 300, well, doesn't really look all new. Like Audi and famously Porsche, Mercedes takes a more subtle approach to updating its vehicles. So no, the 2023 GLC doesn't flaunt a groundbreaking new design, but really it doesn't have to. This is, and was, just a very handsome vehicle. Our test car is a GLC 300 with 4MATIC all-wheel drive and Pinnacle trim. That means it's the pricey one. At nearly $65,000, that's a lot to live up to. And the GLC 300, it doesn't look flashy, at least not on the outside. Instead, thanks to bits like these slim LED headlights, dark nautical blue paint, and large yet restrained exhaust outlets, the GLC looks more classy than flashy. The most in-your-face bits are the front grille, filled in with this mesh design loaded with the little Mercedes star emblems, and our wheels, 20-inch AMG rims with seemingly a million spokes. On the inside, it is a totally different story. I mean, we have two-tone leather and Mercedes wild ambient lighting. We also have the now familiar Mercedes air vents strewn about, these big Burmester stereo speakers, dark wood trim along the dash, and an absolutely massive swath of metal weave material covering the center console. It does look a little plasticky, but luckily it feels solid and well made. The seats are comfortable in that firm German sort of way, and they're very adjustable with these controls mounted on the door. I am disappointed to see that our car doesn't have ventilated seats, because that's a must-have for me, even if I'm not spending north of 60 grand on a vehicle. In terms of storage, we have this bin down in here, we've got some door pockets, and then there's a little cubby under this lid. It takes a little extra effort to slide forward, but then you've got cup holders, a little space for your wallet, a wireless charging pad, and it slides nicely back into place. The front seats aren't cramped at all, and even in the rear, headroom and legroom measures up fine for adults. Behind the rear seats, you get 21.9 cubic feet of cargo space, which is significantly less than you get in a BMW X3, Audi Q5, or a Lexus RX. And if you get the GLC Coupe, you're even further behind, with only 17.6 cubic feet. Plus, you don't get all this nice rear seat headroom in the coupe. The Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 is all new for 2023, but in 2023, the 300 is all the new you get. If you want the blistering performance that we associate with Mercedes AMG, you'll need to wait until next year, when we should be getting an AMG GLC 43 and a GLC 63. Those are going to be the real performance options. For now, we're enjoying a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission and equipped with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. All told, we get 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Hair-raising? Not quite, but it is smooth and predictable and provides a pretty good driving experience. Plus, you get pretty damn good fuel economy considering the weight and the power. I mean, 23 mpg in the city, 31 on the highway, 26 combined from a luxury crossover? Yeah, I'll take that. Acceleration is fine and it cruises easily, but the GLC isn't quite as sprightly as a BMW X3. This car has heavy steering, and you do have to step into the throttle a little bit more than I would expect to get it to hustle. So overall, it just seems like the focus is on comfort. Even with the 20-inch wheels, our car has an impressively smooth and quiet ride. Now, there is one quirk that I've noticed here, and it might be specific to our test car. The brake pedal, it works like a charm, but I can hear it compressing every time I step on it. And in an otherwise quiet cabin, that does get my attention. You know what else gets your attention? Screens. Now, the 2023 Mercedes-Benz GLC class has had a bit of a tech makeover. You just can't miss this 11.9-inch vertical infotainment touchscreen. The old GLC had a horizontally oriented screen up here, and honestly, I think I might have preferred that screen because this one is, it's much more impressive looking, there's a lot more real estate, it's just a bit fiddly. First, the new screen sits lower on the dash, so I have to move my eyes clear off the road to do anything with it. Next, it's basically all touchscreen buttons for controls instead of physical controls. And that can be frustrating in its own right, but it's even more frustrating when you have to hit 2 or 3 buttons to get to the function you actually want to get to. So let me demonstrate. The new GLC comes with wireless Android Auto. That's awesome. Love Android Auto. But it also auto connects and automatically starts playing whatever audio was on your phone as soon as you get in the car every time. Even if the last time you were in the car, you were listening to, say, satellite radio. In a normal situation, that's no problem. Just switch it over to the radio. But in the GLC, I have to hit home, then home again, then radio, just to change the audio source. Luckily, Mercedes offers incredible voice recognition software, so all I have to do is say, "Hey Mercedes, play Fish Radio," and boom, my wife puts in her earplugs. Hey Mercedes, you can disregard that. Beyond the touchscreen irritations, which in all fairness are solved with the voice commands, Mercedes offers a ton of functionality. The maps are absolutely stunning, graphics are sharp, input response is fast, and the driver information display is just as impressive. I have found that the little touchpad controls on the steering wheel can be maybe a little too touchy. It's easy to graze those, particularly if you're like parallel parking, when you don't want to graze them. But otherwise, the tech story in the GLC is going to be a very personal one. If you can figure out the controls and you get comfortable in here, there is a lot on offer. But if you're the type of person who just wants a few physical buttons, maybe a simple touchscreen, I suspect headaches await. Now, luckily, if you're willing to reach into that wallet, headaches are probably the worst of your worries when it comes to physical harm, because Mercedes offers an impressive suite of driver assistance features. Our car's driver assistance package includes steering assist, lane change assist, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, speed limit warnings, and adaptive cruise control, for the princely sum of $1,950. Yes, you can get pretty much all of that stuff standard in, say, a Toyota RAV4, and you might ask, why am I paying more to not get it standard in a Mercedes? And the answer, unfortunately, is that luxury cars are kind of like luxury hotels. You pay more to stay at the Ritz than you pay to stay at a Comfort Inn. And yet, for some reason, breakfast and parking are included at the Comfort Inn. You have to pay more for those at the Ritz. The most basic GLC is going to cost you $48,250, and that includes a $1,150 destination fee. If you want all-wheel drive, you add another $2,000 to the price. And all in, our Pinnacle trim GLC 300 costs a pretty startling $64,770. Now, as they say in Green Bay, that's a lot of cheddar. So the question is it worth it? Well, consider the competition. A similar Audi Q5, BMW X3, or Lexus RX is gonna be right around the same level, maybe a touch less. Fuel economy with the 4-cylinder is good, but it doesn't totally outstrip the Audi or the BMW, and of course Lexus offers a hybrid version of the RX. So if that's a driving factor for you, the RX is probably worth special consideration. Now, what the Mercedes has that those others don't is right here. Over 100 years, this emblem has become associated with quality and luxury, even more so, I would say, than Audi or Lexus or even BMW. Now, they say you get what you pay for, and considering the GLC's quiet and comfortable ride, its great materials quality, and its sophisticated styling, what you're paying for is a Mercedes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the CarGurus YouTube channel and let us know what you think in the comments section below. Does that Mercedes star really signify true quality and luxury, or is it just another luxury automaker in a sea of them? We want to hear from you, and don't forget that you can head to cargurus.com to shop for a Mercedes GLC from a dealership near you.